Okay, so let's kick it off with Nuuk in Greenland. So we named one city with a total population of 18,000, and that's 0% of the world population. So yeah, we need to keep moving. I'm gonna try to do it fairly quickly, not stop for too long to think about places. I'm probably gonna miss many obvious places, but it's bound to happen. Let's jump into Alaska and we go. Is it June now? Juneau? So yeah, spelling and pronunciation might not be the best all the time, but I'll do my best here. Anchorage is the biggest city, I think. But let's move ahead with Canada. So we got Vancouver. It's the only place in Canada I've visited. And outside Vancouver, we have Whistler, I think. Yeah. And on Vancouver Island down here, we have Victoria, I think is the city. I think we added a different Victoria, so maybe we can pick Canada here. Go Victoria. Yeah. And we got Edmonton, Calgary, Winnipeg. I think all of these are ice hockey cities playing in the NHL. And I think there's a place called Regina. Yeah. And Saskatoon, I think is a place. Yeah. We move on to the rest of Canada. So obviously Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, Quebec City. I think there's a place called Sherbrooke, where I think there's a university there. And I think there's a place called Halifax as well. Yeah. And I think that's about it for Canada. Might be a place called Niagara Falls, by the Niagara Falls. I'm not sure if it's in Canada or the US, but either way, we move to the US now. So maybe we'll start with the West Coast, and we should also put United States, because there will be some places that exist in Europe as well, like St. Petersburg. I don't want to get the wrong one here. And there's a few other places like Valencia, I think Odessa. I think there's a place called Stockholm as well. Very small though. Yeah, I think it was added. I've seen it in the weather app sometimes when I try to get Swedish weather, but there's another place in the US as well with that name. But yeah, let's do the West Coast first. So we got Seattle, and Olympia, and there's another place called, is it Spokane, not sure. Got Portland and Salem. And I think we have to move down to California, so Sacramento, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and San Diego, Anaheim. Not sure if we will count Oakland. Yeah. I think Fresno is in California. Yeah. And what else do we have? San Jose. There are a few places I'm not entirely sure if they're like in Los Angeles or San Francisco, or if they might be their own place. I think like Santa Barbara. Yeah. I'm probably missing something here. Is it Santa Monica? Not sure. Yeah, it's counted. I think we'll move on to Arizona maybe. So we got Phoenix. And I think it might be like a suburb, but Chandler, I think it's like right outside Phoenix. What else do we have? Santa Fe, is that in New Mexico maybe? And sometimes I mix Santa Fe with El Paso. I think that might be in Texas, but it's down there. Tucson. See if I can spell Albuquerque. Yeah. I feel like I'm missing something here in Arizona, but yeah, we keep moving with Nevada maybe. So we got Las Vegas, Reno. Let me see, Carson City. Can do Salt Lake City. And so don't forget, let's put Jefferson City. Thinking about Wyoming. I think, is it Cayenne, the capital? I think so. With Denver, Colorado Springs. I think Aspen is like a ski resort. But Boise and Montana, I think, is it Helena? Let's go. Oops. Pierre and Bismarck. I think Fargo is a place up there, not just a movie, but an actual place. Should we do Milwaukee, Minneapolis, Twin City with St. Paul, of course, St. Paul's, St. Paul. Yeah, we need to do the spaces. I think Green Bay is a small place where the Packers play. And we got Springfield. Maybe some places in the middle, like Lincoln, Becca, Kansas City. And we do Oklahoma City as well, and Tulsa, Omaha. I'm probably missing places. There's a place called Flagstaff, right? But I'm not entirely sure where. It looks like down in Arizona. We do Chicago, Detroit, Lansing, Memphis, Cincinnati, yeah, nice. Maybe Cleveland, Columbus. Didn't put Indianapolis, right? I think there's a place called, is it Akron? Yeah. Kentucky, is that Frankfort? Let's put Nashville. I think Fort Where's Fort? No. And there's also a place called Knoxville, right? Charlotte. Richmond. Raleigh. I want to say there's a place called Greensboro, maybe? Yeah. I probably missed a few places in the middle. Madison, also up north. Did I miss a complete state somewhere, maybe? Wichita. Maybe we should do Texas. So Dallas, Austin, Houston, Alamo. Amarillo is a place, I think. San Antonio. Might be some other Spanish sounding names. I'd say there's a place called Waco, Texas. Corpus Christi. Yeah. We can go New Orleans and visit Baton Rouge. No. Baton Rouge. No. Baton Rouge. Yeah. This morning, I think Little Rock, is that Iowa maybe? Probably missed a couple of state capitals. I can't remember. Jackson. Montgomery is down there, I think. Mobile. I see. Is there a place called Chattanooga? Yeah. Let's do Atlanta. I think Savannah. Charleston. I think it was added. I think there's 2 Charlestons. South Carolina, but it's also I think it's the state capital of West Virginia, so maybe we can add it just because it's a capital. Let's go back to US. So let's do Miami, Tampa, Orlando, Key West. I think Boca Raton is a place. And this is Fort Lauderdale, maybe. I think I'm missing some place I know in Florida, but I can't remember. So where should we move? Probably up the East Coast. So let's do New York. Big circle. Washington, D.C. Let's do Philadelphia. Baltimore. Albany. I'm not sure if New York is a place or just an airport. Definitely a place as well. Boston. Next to Hartford. And also Harrisburg. Dover. What else? I think Falmouth is a place. Augusta. Again, I think we added a different Augusta in Georgia. Since it's the capital, I think we should add it to Maine. And I think up here there's a Portland as well. Yeah. Maybe we can go any country for now. Let's not forget Honolulu. And the French sounding ones, Montpellier. Oops. Montpellier. Concord. And I always forget this one, Providence. I haven't done Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Annapolis. I think like Virginia Beach, maybe? Yeah. I'm definitely missing a few here. Yeah, I might move on and then come back to the US if anything pops into my head. Yeah, definitely missing some places. It's tough to remember which ones you've taken, and also I'm probably just blanking a random big city somewhere around here as well. But let's move on to Mexico. We got Mexico City, of course. Guadalajara, Ciudad Juárez, Monterrey, I think Puebla, Acapulco, but of course Cancun, and I think it's Mérida. What's that place called? Well, one is Mexicali, right? But there's another city there, is it? It's not... It's a different place, right? Yeah, I'm thinking of a different place. Yeah, I'm completely blanking. I think it's something with T up here. I think Chihuahua is a state, but also a place. Maybe it's the same with Tabasco. Yeah. I'm not sure if Veracruz is actually a city. It seems like it. And I think there's a place called La Paz here. Out of curiosity, let's just try it out. If I put La Paz now, we will add it to Bolivia, but Let's see. Yeah. But this place up here is bugging me out. Yeah, can't remember. Let's move down in Central America. Guatemala City. Let's add Panama City. Tegucigalpa. And in Belize, we got visit Belmopan. I think there is a Belize city as well. Yeah. We got Managua. And I think there's a place called Esteli. San Jose. And let's not forget San Salvador. I think that's about it for Central America. In terms of my knowledge, of course. Looks a bit empty in the middle here, doesn't it? Let's move to the Caribbean. Into Kingston, and I think Montego Bay. Nassau in Bahamas. We got Port-au-Prince. Santo Domingo. And I think Punta Cana. Oh, let's put San Juan in Puerto Rico. Can put Port of Spain in Trinidad and Tobago. And then I'm not gonna know all of the capitals in the Caribbean. But what do we have? We got, is it Bridge Town in Barbados? I think maybe we added a different one, so I want to at least get the capitals if I can. Bridge Town. I think we have Basseterre somewhere. Rousseau, maybe? Is it San George? George? No. I think that might be about it. Maybe something else will come to me, but let's do Cuba. So I've been to Cuba, I think it's 4 times. I'm almost losing count, but let's do Havana. So I will know some smaller places, but not too many. Varadero has a very nice beach, and we got Matanzas, of course, Santiago, Cuba, Guantanamo, Holguin, Trinidad, maybe you will add another one. Trinidad, and let's do Cuba quickly. Santa Clara, Camagüey, and maybe Cienfuegos, if I remember. I think Baracoa is a place. Is it Pinar del Rio, maybe? Yeah. I've been to a small village called Jovellanos. Or town. And I think that's about it. I think Madruga might be a place. No? Yeah, I think that's it. So let's move south, South America. Maybe we start with Colombia, Bogota, Cali, Medellin, and see if I can spell Barranquilla. Yeah, I think Cartagena is a place up there. Cartagena, yeah. I think we'll have to, let's move over to Venezuela, Caracas, and Maracaibo. Got Paramaribo, Suriname, and Georgetown. Maybe it was added elsewhere. I think it's Georgetown in Guyana. I think it's Cayenne is a place in French Guyana. Let's do Quito. Guayaquil. I think there's a place called Esmeraldas in Peru. We already got, yeah, Trujillo is in Peru. We got Lima and Cusco. There's a place called Ayacucho. And something else on A. Is it Arequipa maybe? Yeah. There's a place, I can't remember if it's Peru or Bolivia, but I think Potosi. Yeah, it's Bolivia. So let's move over there. Sucre. La Paz. I think it's Cochabamba. Yeah. And what is this long one called? Something. Is it Sierra de la something or something de la Sierra? Sierra de la. Not Cruz, is it? No. Yeah, I'm blanking. It's too long of a name. So let's do Asunción. That's it in Paraguay, I think, for me. Santiago. Antofagasta. Outside Santiago, there's a place called Viña del Mar, I think. I think we have a Concepcion. It was added elsewhere. Yeah, we don't really have to add it, but Concepcion. Concepcion. Let's do Argentina. So I should probably know more places here, even that I live in Uruguay. I haven't traveled much in Argentina. Am I misspelling? Buenos Aires. We're on Chile, that's why, of course. It's losing my mind there. Buenos Aires. We got Córdoba and Rosario, Mendoza, we got La Plata and Mar del Plata. And I think we got Salta up north. Down south, I can't remember, I think maybe there's a place in Chile down here and probably a few in Argentina. Falkland Islands or Las Malvinas, we have Stanley. If we can do Stanley, United Kingdom. No, skip it. Okay, so let's do Uruguay. Obviously, we have Montevideo, Punta del Este, Salto. It was added elsewhere. Yeah, I think city in Brazil. Salto is like the second biggest city, but apparently it's not big enough to get picked up on Uruguay. So let's do Uruguay. Yeah, we only have 3.5 million people, so outside of Montevideo, there won't be many bigger cities. Salto, we got Paysandú, Fray Ventos. See if I can spell Tacuarembó. Tacuarembó, maybe? Yeah. We got Mercedes, Rivera, Durazno, Minas, I think 33 is a place. Yeah, then I think I'll go along the coast. There's a few places. We got Colonia, or Colonia, is it the Sacramento, or Colonia del Sacramento, maybe? Yeah. Outside Montevideo, we got Las Piedras and Pando is a small place, I think. Also got Canelones is like a province, but I think it's a small town as well. Maldonado. We got Atlantida. There's a few places, I'm not sure if they will count to Montevideo or maybe it will be too small. But Ciudad de la Costa, I think Ciudad de la Plata, maybe? No. We got Cabo Polonio, La Pedrera. It was added up north, but I'm pretty sure there's La Pedrera along the coast as well. La Paloma. Piriápolis is a very nice place if you ever visit. Punta Colorada. Maybe Punta Ballena. Punta del Diablo. We got Chuy right on the border with Brazil. I might be missing some place. Walisas? No? Yeah, I think that's about it for me. We can move over to Brazil. Brasilia, and let's do the rest of the world now. Manaus, let's not forget. Rio de Janeiro, Sao Paulo, Belo Horizonte, Porto Alegre, Salvador, Fortaleza, Belém, Natal, and I think there's São Luís up there. Yeah. Getting trickier. Florianopolis. Can I spell it correctly? Yeah. And Pelotas. I think Oceania. Yeah. And there's a funny name, Uberlandia. Probably missing something here, but I'm starting to run out. Speaking of Uruguay, I think there's a place called Uruguayania. Uruguayana, maybe. Yeah, down close to Uruguay by the Uruguay River. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have another place. Nothing pops up, so let's move swiftly to Africa. Maybe we start with the islands, I don't forget. Let's do Antananarivo. And we have Victoria, but I don't think it will be added, so I think it's Seychelles. Let's see. Yeah. And Mauritius is Port something, right? Port Louis. Comoros, getting trickier. I think it's Moroni. Think so. Yeah, Comoros. Reunion, I won't say there's Saint Denis, maybe? Yeah. Let's do, I think, Sao Tome and Principe. The capital is Sao Tome. Yeah. And Cabo Verde, we have, not sure if I can spell this, Praia. Yeah. Let's do South Africa, so Johannesburg, Cape Town, Bloemfontein, Pretoria. I think there's a Peoria in the US, I think. Durban. So I think I know a place that's changed name to a more indigenous name, but I don't know the new naming, so let's see if it goes in with, let's see, Port Elizabeth, maybe? Yeah, I think it's called something else nowadays. Maybe we will say here. No, it says Port Elizabeth. I think East London. I think Kimberley is a place as well. But I think that's it for me in South Africa. Let's do Maseru and Mbabane. Mozambique, we got Maputo. Gaborone. Yeah, in Africa there will be a lot of countries I only know the capital, if I even remember that. So let's move on with Zimbabwe. We got Harare. I think there's another fairly big city, but I can't remember what that's called. Namibia, we got Windhoek. Lusaka in Zambia. And Lilongwe. Yeah, I'm not sure how I remember that. Like in middle school, I was crazy about atlases and like learned every capital, every flag and stuff like that. But it's crazy what sticks with you and stuff you learn when you're young. Let's move to Tanzania. So we got Dodoma, and that is Salam. Big circle. I'm not sure if Zanzibar is a place on the island of Zanzibar. Yeah. Let's do Kigali in Rwanda, and yeah, Bujumbura is what I learned, but I think they've changed capital and it's now Gitega. We have in the Congos, I think I only know the capitals, Kinshasa and Brazzaville. Let's do Nairobi and Mombasa. We have, let's not miss Luanda in Angola. And Kampala, is it, in Uganda? We can do Mogadishu. And I struggle with the spelling sometimes, but Addis, is it Abeba? Abeba? No, that's wrong. Abeba? Yeah. Juba in South Sudan, and everyone's favorite, Central African Republic, Bangui. Gabon's tricky. Libreville, I think. We got Malabo, I think, in Equatorial Guinea. Yeah, I think there's an island that belongs to Equatorial Guinea where the capital is. Looked like Cameroon at first. But in Cameroon we have Yaoundé. Is that right? Yeah. Douala. Then Nigeria, Lagos, of course, and Abuja. I think Benin City is a place, despite being in Nigeria and not Benin. And is it something short, like Kano or something? Yeah. Big circle. So many people in Nigeria, of course. Now it gets a bit tricky again. Benin, is it Porto Novo, maybe? And Togo, I won't say Lomé. Ghana, I know Accra, but I think that's about it. There should be some other bigger cities probably, but can't remember any. Abidjan, and it's gonna be tough. Yamoussoukro. Yamoussoukro. Last chance. Yamoussoukro. No. Yeah, that's you know which one I mean, but I'm not gonna be able to spell it. We got Monrovia, and is it Freetown? Oh, speaking of spelling, Burkina Faso. Ouagadougou. Oh, first try, that's amazing. Maybe if I'm in the groove, I can get Yamoussoukro. Let's skip that one. Guinea, we got Macri, I think. And Guinea-Bissau is easy. Bissau. Dakar, and the Gambia is the only place in Africa I visited. We got Banjul. We went on some safari along the Gambia River, which was pretty cool, but I would like to go to like Kenya or something and go on a safari where you can see some even bigger animals. But I do remember that in Gambia, Banjul was the capital, but not the biggest city. It was Serekunda, I think. Maybe Serekunda. Yeah. We got Bamako in Mali, and Timbuktu, I think, is in Mali. And we got... Is it Nouakchott? 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 Yeah, in Mauritania. Bit tricky with spelling. Let's do Niamey. Is it Yamena? And can we get all of them? Khartoum, Sudan? I'm not sure if Darfur is here. No, that's not a town. Morocco and West Sahara, I want to say maybe there's a place called Al Asoun. Could be wrong. No. But we got Casablanca, Rabat, Agadir, I think it's a K, Marrakesh. Yeah. And Fes, I think is a place. I think that's it. Into Algeria, but very big country, but I don't think I know another place. Got Tunis in Tunisia, and is it Toulouse? I think there's a place called like Tatooine, something like that. It's like a Star Wars place. Tatooine? No. Not gonna be able to spell that, I think, but I think there's a place called Sfax. Apologies for the pronunciation there. Let's not forget the Spanish towns here. It's Melilla and Coita, I think, yeah. We got Tripoli. And this Benghazi in Libya, I think, yeah. And that leaves Egypt. Cairo will be one of the bigger circles in Africa. Alexandria, Giza, and Luxor. I want to say there's a place with like a date, like 4th of October or something, but I can't remember. But the touristy places, Hurghada, and this is Sheikh, maybe? Yeah. Maybe even Port Said. No. I think that's it. Did I miss any country maybe? Go through quickly. I don't think so. So let's jump into Europe. This will probably take the longest, so heads up. Let's do Iceland first. So Reykjavik, we got Keflavik. I think Grindavik is a place as well. Oops. Grindavik. Selfoss. I've been to Iceland, and honestly, if you get the chance, you should definitely go. It's one of the most beautiful places in the world, I would say. Very unique and very different landscapes. And we got Akureyri. I would say there was a place called just Vik, but it's Norway instead. Let's, yeah, 1 for 1. Let's leave it like that. And maybe we do Ireland first. So Dublin, Cork, Galway, Drogheda, small place called Sligo, Limerick, of course. I think we have Waterford. That might be it. I think Dundalk, maybe. Not sure if it was added. Let's do Belfast. Derry. Not sure if I can remember another place. Isle of Man, we got Douglas, I think is the town. Yeah. Move to Scotland. Glasgow. Edinburgh. Oh, I think I forgot an H, but I took it. Aberdeen and Dundee. Inverness. I want to say Kirkwall is a place. I think it's the Orkney Islands, maybe. I think St. Andrews, maybe. Stirling, I think, is a place. Forfar. Running out of place names, I think. Ayr. Not entirely sure how to pronounce that one. I think there's a place called like... It's like... what is it? Stone... House Mute. It sounds like it's from the Vikings or something like that. No, I couldn't take it. Probably missing something. I think Kilmarnock is a place. But let's move to England. Should we start with the north, maybe? Newcastle. Carlisle, Sunderland, and Middlesbrough. I think. Is it Whitby? Well, I don't think it's up there, but Grimsby came to mind when I said Whitby. That is on the coast. Durham. Let's do Norwich, along the coast, and Ipswich. Let's do Manchester, Liverpool. Let's do Leeds, Nottingham, Sheffield. Do Preston, Blackpool, Southport. Let's add Bristol, Bolton, Blackburn, and Burnley. Yeah, I'm probably gonna miss some places here. Wigan. I think the place is called Corby. Maybe I should do Wales before it disappears completely. Cardiff. Swansea. Newport. I think Aberystwyth, maybe? Yeah. Chester. Derby. Yeah, there's so many places in the middle of England, so it's difficult to remember all of them. Let's actually pick United Kingdom here, because I want to put Boston, York, of course. Let's do Oxford and Cambridge. Peterborough. Stevenage. Let's just plop in London. It's a huge circle. Brighton. Let's do Southampton. We got Portsmouth and Bournemouth. Dover, and I think Eastbourne. I can't remember. Plymouth and Truro. St. Ives. And Cornwall, got Crawley, Barnsley, maybe Watford will count. It's like basically connected with London. There's a few other places, Luton and Southend, both have airports near London. I wonder if like Croydon will count. It's like south of London or southern London. Yeah, starting to get a bit stuck, but St. Albans. It's probably a bunch of very small places. True. I want to say maybe Hatfield is a place. Chesterfield. Cheltenham. It's probably something very obvious I missed as well. I think Bradford. But yeah, I gotta tell you, it's very difficult to remember which ones you picked, and yeah, I don't want to stay too long thinking as well, so I think we'll probably move on, and then if I come up with anything, I'll just add it later. Maybe we'll do Spain, so I can pick it here. So there will be some places that have the same names in South America and so on. So I've traveled quite a bit in Spain, so maybe I'll start with those places. Barcelona and Madrid. Bilbao, Pamplona. Went to Salamanca, as well as Logroño. In the south, Sevilla and Malaga, Córdoba. I think that's it where I traveled. Let's keep adding places. So Valencia, Alicante, I think Villarreal is a place. Villarreal, it's like that. Yeah. Let's do Palma on Mallorca, and I think Alcudia is a place people go on vacation. I think we can add Ibiza. Granada. Yeah, this is down there. Did I say Murcia? Almeria. Let's do Leon. Is it Merida? Yeah. Toledo. Toledo might be a place in Mexico or the US even. San Sebastian. But Vigo. Oviedo. La Coruña. And Santiago de Compostela. Santiago. Oops. Santiago. I think, yeah. I think Ferrol is a small place around there. As is Ribeiro. I won't say there's a place called like Vitoria. Yeah. Is it Tarragona? I think Sitges is a small place outside Barcelona. Zaragoza. Lyon. Thinking of a place here in Catalonia, but I'm blanking right now. What is it called? Yeah, it's difficult. There's this place everyone goes on vacation, Marbella. Some place called like Guagirola or something like that. I can't remember. Let's move on. Let's do any country. Let's see if Toledo gets picked up. Maybe it did. Lisbon, Porto, Braga, I think Coimbra. And down south we got Faro and Lagos, but that might not. Let's do Lagos, Portugal. And Madeira, we have Funchal, I would say. I think Setúbal is a place. Probably missing some smaller place in Portugal, but can't remember, so let's keep moving. Let's go France. I think I'll struggle a bit in France. There's so many places I will recognize, but I think it will be difficult for me to remember them. I haven't been much in France. I've been to Paris and Strasbourg, and that's about it, I think. So we have Lille, Marseille, Lyon, Bordeaux, Toulouse, Nice, and Cannes. Let's add Monaco and Monte Carlo will count. Let's not forget Andorra Vella. I think Biarritz is a place. Maybe Bayonne. Maybe not. Avignon. Toulon. Let's add Bastia, and I think it's Riacho in Corsica. Grenoble. This might be Switzerland, but Nyon came to mind after Lyon. Let's just add Geneva, even though it's in Switzerland. It's around there at least. Chamonix, I think maybe was the first Winter Olympics, or one of the first. Le Mans. Rouen, I would say. Nyon. We got Grèce. I think that's a place in Belarus. Yeah. But let's add it in France, why not? Brest. I think Lorient. And Nantes. Orléans. Something in the middle we're missing for sure. Is this a place? I feel like I'm missing something very obvious. We got Calais, where I think you can take the ferry to the UK. Dunkerque. Berlin. Sedona place. Yeah, definitely missing some places here. Let's say on Jer. And did I put food? Yeah, this is painful. San Tropez place. Yes. What else? I might have to come back to France if I remember something along the way. Let's do any country and put Luxembourg. I think would launch this place in Luxembourg. Let's do Brussels, Antwerp, Bruges, and I think Zeebrugge. We got Ghent and Genk, Liège. I think Charleroi, I think. I would say Eupen. I'm not sure if I can remember anything else. Maybe this might be Dutch. This? Yeah. Let's do Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Den Haag or The Hague. Got Eindhoven, Utrecht, Groningen, Olle. Is it Willem? Willem? I can't remember. Heerenveen. I think I'm coming to a stop in the Netherlands. There's probably a couple of smaller places I'm forgetting, but in France, I mean, it looks so empty here in the middle. Yeah, I'm forgetting something for sure. Let's do Germany, Berlin, Bremen, Hamburg, to Dresden, to Kiel, and I think Flensburg. I think they have a decent handball team in Flensburg. Stralsund up north, I think, if I remember correctly from Swedish history class, that at one point in time this place was Swedish. Oopsie. Lübeck. Cottbus. Wuppertal. Essen. Dortmund. Long. Bochum and Düsseldorf. I think Leverkusen is there. Bonn, the former capital. We got Felt, or do we? Yes, exists. Let's see, Munich. Stuttgart. Frankfurt. Nuremberg. Essen I put. Let's say Magdeburg is place. Potsdam. Koblenz. I think Jena. Maybe Aue. I think Offenbach? Yeah. Might also be Offenburg. Yeah, I think so. Now it's starting to get tricky which ones I've taken and if I'm forgetting something. I think this again might be Switzerland or Austria, but I think Aachen is a place. Or was that maybe Belgium? No, we have it. No, it's Germany. I'm sure I'm missing something big as well. What is it? Wolves? I don't remember. Darmstadt is a place. Oh, Braun. Schweig. Yeah. There's probably something else I could think of, but I'm getting a bit stuck, so I think we'll move on. Let's do maybe Switzerland, or let's put Vaduz first so we don't forget. Bern. Zurich. Basel. We already put Geneva, I think, but Lausanne. We have Lugano. I think I'm missing one. Can't think of it, but I think Winterthur. Winterthur. No. Let's go Innsbruck. Vienna. Salzburg. Linz. Graz. Not sure. I know another place in Austria. So let's do Czechia. Prague. Brno. I've been to Prague, Brno, and Ostrava. Yeah, I like Czechia. It's a nice place. But we also have Pilsen. Let's do Bratislava. And is it Kosice? Yeah. Let's do Hungary. Budapest. And we got, I think, Győr. I don't know. Debrecen. That's about it for me, I think. We will do Poland. So we got Warsaw, and spelling might be tough here. Krakow, Gdansk, Gdynia, Lodz, Poznan, Wrocław, I would say Białystok, maybe Kielce, yeah, Katowice. I've been actually to a small town or small city called Olsztyn, maybe? Yeah. I think that's about it. I'm probably missing something here. Let's just put in Kaliningrad so we don't forget. Let's do Belarus. So we already got Brest, but we got Minsk and Borisov. I think Mogilev is a place. I think that's about it for me. Let's do Italy. Let's do San Marino. We got a different San Marino, that's annoying, but I want to add the capitals at least, so let's go San Marino. And Vatican City. And do Rome and Naples. I would say Spoleto maybe, yeah. Rimini, Bari, Pescara, and Lecce. Let's do Cagliari and Palermo, Catania. I want to say Syracuse. I think that's a place in the US, maybe. So let's just go Italy here. Syracuse. Thank you. I think there might be a place called Taormina. Messina. Running out in southern part of Italy. Let's move up north. Let's do Milan, Parma, Reno, Genoa, and Sanremo, Bergamo, Bologna, and Trieste. I think Como is a place, but I like Como. Let's do Venice and Florence, Pisa, and Siena, at Verona, I think Padua, Salerno, Sassuolo, Frosinone, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably missing something here, but Spezia, maybe? Yeah. Ancona. Yeah, I think I'm getting stuck, so let's move to Ljubljana, Slovenia. We're in Italy, so move to any country. Ljubljana. And we got Mari, Bor. This summer I did some traveling in the Balkans, pretty much every former Yugoslavian country, and I went to a place called Lake Bled in Slovenia, which was very beautiful, but I think the town around it is called Bled. And Koper, I think, is by the coast. Let's move to Croatia, Zagreb, Rijeka, and is it? I forgot the name of one place, but we got Split and Dubrovnik. I want to say it's something. No, is that right? Oster? No. I think Pula, and I've been to a place called Porridge. Is it? That's not right. Is it? Oh, yes, maybe. No. Forget about it. Let's go Sarajevo. And I went to a place called Mostar, also very beautiful. Let's do Belgrade. Is it Nice? Novi Sad. Probably missing some place, but let's do Skopje. And is it Kotovo, maybe? Gorečka. Budva. I think it's Ivat. Let's do Tirana. I think Fier and Lassi are places. There's another one that I can't think of now. It's not like... No, I can't remember. Let's do Greece. Or first, let's do Pristina in Kosovo. So we got Athens and Thessaloniki. I think Patras. I think on Rhodes. It might be called Rhodes, yeah. I think the same might go for Corfu. And maybe Kos. Yeah. I'm struggling a bit. We got Crete. I think it's Heraklion. Is it Shania, maybe? I'm getting a bit stuck, but I think one place is called something like Oceania? Oceanias? I can't remember. Do we do Cyprus maybe? Larnaca and Nicosia, the capital. I think Limassol. And touristy place, Napa. Yeah, Napa. Larissa. Yeah, that's in Greece. Let's do Turkey as well. So we got Ankara, Istanbul. Oh, that's a huge one. Bursa. Trabzon. Izmir. Laconia. And Batman, of course. Let's see. Risa, I think, yeah. Divas. I would say there's a place called Van. Let's not forget Antalya and I think Alania. I once went on a vacation to a place called Side. Yeah, that was actually on the south coast, but apparently there's one on the north as well. Maybe it means something in Turkish. Do we know any other place? Probably, but Adana, I think. Yeah, let's move on. Let's move to Bulgaria. Sofia. Plovdiv. We got this. Oh, I think this place is maybe in Spain. Burgos. No, is it Burgas here, maybe? What's the other place called on the coast? It's Varna. Yeah. I want to say like Chernomorets, maybe? I think that's it, so let's do Romania. We got Bucharest. Iasi. I think Constanta by the coast. Cluj. Timisoara. Maybe Ared? No. Brasov. And I think, is it Galati? I was gonna say something on G. I think it might be Galati, yeah. Let's do Chisinau in Moldova and here in Transnistria. Is it Tiraspol? Yeah. I think we'll move to Ukraine. So, Kiev. Lviv. Odessa. Dnipro. Or is it Dnipro? We got Luhansk and Donetsk. Mariupol. I think Sumy is a place. Is it Stavropol? No, that's in Russia. Maybe it's Simferopol. I think there's another one as well on S, but Simferopol. Did I say Staropol? No, that's a different place in Poland, apparently. Something short, like is it Lutsk? No? Yes. Yeah, I'm sure I'm missing something here, but I think we'll have to move on. Let's do the Baltics. So we got Vilnius and Kaunas. Let's say Liepāja. Gava. Obviously Riga, Tallinn. We got Tartu, Pärnu. Klaipėda. Ventspils. I want to say Tagaupolis. Yeah. But I think that has to wait. Maybe Narva. And let's do Denmark. So Copenhagen. I must say, like, so I'm from Sweden, and the countries around Sweden I should probably know more than I do, but we'll at least get a few cities in each of them. And also, like, I moved away from Scandinavia like 8 years ago, so probably some of them I've forgotten as well. Apologies. Odense, Aalborg, Aarhus, Esbjerg. We got Skagen up top. Let's say Ringköping. Silkeborg. Maybe Nyköping Falster this place. Yes. There's a Danish island here called Bornholm, and I think the town is called Rønne. And what else do we have? I think Køge and Hillerød. Helsingør. And speaking of Denmark, we forgot about the Faroe Islands, so let's do Tórshavn. And I think Klaksvik. I think I'm running out of places. Maybe one is called like Brønsøy. Maybe not. I think there's one I'm missing on mainland Denmark. I can't remember. So let's go to Norway. We already accidentally got one. Oslo, Bergen, Stavanger, Kongsvinger. Let's say Hamar, and Halden, I think. We got Mo i Rana, but it's a bit further up, as well as Trondheim. I think Kristiansand, maybe Kristiansund. I think Viborg is a place in Denmark, by the way. Haugesund, Molde. Maybe this might be a football team and not a place, but let's test it. I think that's a football team, probably. Let's go a bit north and put Bodø. and Tromsø, and Narvik. Is it Hammerfest, maybe? Yeah. I think a place is called Vadsø. And around there is also Kirkenes. Let's see, Svalbard as well. We got Longyearbyen. I'm definitely forgetting something around here. But it's difficult to remember. So let's jump over to Finland then. Helsinki. And I wonder if Espoo will count. Yes. We saw Tampa. And we got Oulu. And Vasa. And I can't remember in English, but in Swedish it's Åbo. And they speak Swedish in this region. Turku it is, yeah, Turku. Tampere and Lahti. We got Rovaniemi. If you want to visit Santa, you can go there. There's one in here that's difficult to spell that I don't think I can remember. It's Giveskele, something like that. I can't remember, but here on the Åland Islands we have Mariehamn. And I think I'm running out of places. Maybe something is called like Toivola. I can't remember. Should we do Sweden then? So this one is gonna take a bit longer, obviously, so feel free to skip the chapter if it's not interesting. We got Visby and Borgholm and Färjestaden on the islands. I'm thinking if I know another place. I think I used to do, but can't remember. And let's do the west coast first. So we got Malmö, Göteborg, Ystad, Nynäshamn, Åhus, and Kivik, Lund, Helsingborg, Ängelholm, Höganäs, and we got Varberg and Halmstad and Falkenberg, Lysekil, it's a bit further up. Let's do Göteborg, Gothenburg, Laholm. Let's put Kristianstad, Kristinehamn, a bit further up. Thinking Karlshamn, I think. Ronneby, Sölvesborg. I think I'm missing one around there, but let's put Kalmar. Let's put Fjällbacka, Uddevalla, Strömstad, Svinesund. You want to take that? Partille, Vänersborg, Trollhättan. We got Rosby, I think. I think Oxia is a place. Hässleholm. Ljungby. Ljungsbro. I'm not exactly sure where that is. Värnamo. Let's put Växjö. Emmaboda. Hultsfred used to have a music festival, and so did Roskilde in Denmark. Älmhult. And I would say Nybro is a place. We got Åtvidaberg. Oskarshamn. Nynäshamn. Further up. Nyköping. And Oxelösund. Let's put Linköping. Norrköping. Let's say Skänninge maybe. Motala. Let's put Gränna. Skara. Jönköping. Husqvarna. Tidaholm. Säffle. Jo. Alingsås. Ulricehamn. Skövde. Eksjö. Gnosjö. Sävsjö. Let's say we have Konga maybe. Maybe it's too small. Let's put Stockholm and Uppsala. Sigtuna and Norrtälje. Södertälje. Got Trosa and Gränna. I will put that. I meant Gnesta. And Katrineholm and Flen. Eskilstuna. Vingåker and Älvsforsnäs. Örebro. Arboga. Forsella. Köping. Västerås. And Kungälv, I forgot. Strängnäs. Mariefred. Let's put Lidköping. Got Bengtsfors. Mellerud. Åmål. We got Robertsfors, but I'm not entirely sure where. Yeah, I'm thinking now in this part I already covered if I forgot some places. Laxå, Degerfors, Hällefors, Lindesberg, Karlskoga, we got Askersund and Hallsberg. I think Nora. We got Torsby, Arvika, Karlstad, Mora, Leksand, Orsa. Maybe I took another one. Rättvik. I should probably pick Sweden here actually. Try again with Mora and Orsa. Nar, Hier, and Rimbo, Kista, and Säter. I'm definitely missing some places down south, but I don't think I'm gonna take too much time to think about that. Let's keep moving a bit north. Härnösand, Hudiksvall, Gävle, Sandviken, let's put Sundsvall, Matfors, Kramfors. Let's do Umeå, Luleå, Kalix, Haparanda, I think Borneo. I think Kalix might be a place. Sollefteå. Next to Åre. Östersund. Borlänge. Did we put Falun? Sorsele. Malung. Arjeplog. Arjeplog. Won't be as many towns and cities up north compared to south. Let's do Kiruna, Vilhelmina, Dorotea, Storuman, Boden, Abisko, Björkliden, too small probably. Riksgränsen might be too small. No. We got Jokkmokk and Arvidsjaur and Pajala. We got Kalvik. Yeah, I'm obviously missing something here, but I'm fairly happy with how many we got. So I think we'll just move on. It's gonna take some time to think through the ones I've already picked and where I might have missed something. I think maybe I didn't put Vimmerby. Thinking if there's anything obvious. I think Avesta and Alvesta, Sala, Bollnäs. A few came to me now. We got Kopparberg and Herrljunga. I think Österåker is no. Åkersberga. I think Höllviken is a place, as is Klaxholmen. And I think Näs. Yeah, a bit difficult. So let's move on. Move away from Europe, and should we do Russia maybe? Moscow. Stuck on Sweden. So Moscow, St. Petersburg. So one time I took the Trans-Siberian Railway, so I've traveled a bit along Russia. I actually took what they call the Trans-Mongolian Railway. So what you do is you continue the same way basically, but when you get to Irkutsk by the Lake Baikal, you turn south and you go into Mongolia instead of continuing to Vladivostok. And I definitely went through Omsk on the way. But let's keep it a bit east for now. We got Murmansk, Tula. There's a few with short names, which is easier. Tula, Ufa, Kursk, Perm. I think there's Vladimir and Yaroslav. And we got Yekaterinburg and Samara. I think is it Astrakhan? Yeah. Sochi and Toliapi. Rostov. Maybe Viborg. No. Chelyabinsk. Krasnodar. Is it Kuban? Yeah, Russia was a bit tough because I feel like there are some other places around here, but I can't think of any right now. So, and here is not much else I know, to be honest. We got, I think, Yakutsk. In this island, Sakhalin, I want to say there's a place called Sakhalinsk. No. Oh yeah, we got Volgograd. And is it Nizhny Novgorod? Yeah. I think we'll have to move on. There's one. Oh, how do you spell that? Like, no, I cannot even try it. Machkala, something like that. Let's do Mongolia. So it's Ulan Bator. Ulan Bator. No, it's to Ace here, right? Yeah. But let's do these countries maybe. So we got Baku, Yerevan, and Tbilisi. And I think Batumi is by the coast. Moving to, let's do Israel. So we got Jerusalem, Israel, Palestine, of course. We got Tel Aviv and Gaza. Haifa. I don't think it took Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv. And we got Bethlehem. Hebron, I would say. Jericho. A bit stuck after that, I think. Beirut. And I want to say there's a Tripoli in Lebanon as well. Let's. I'm mainly curious. That's why I want to do this. Lebanon, Tripoli. Yeah. Let's put Amman, and I'm not sure if Petra is like a town. Yeah. We can do Baghdad and Mosul, and I think Erbil is up there. We have a city here close to the ocean, but can't remember what it's called. We got Kuwait City, and we can put Tehran in Iran. I don't think I know another city in Iran, despite it being so big. So let's do Riyadh, Jeddah. We got Medina and Mecca. I think that's it for me. Let's do Doha, Dubai, and Abu Dhabi. Muscat. Fana. Manama is Bahrain, right? Aden. Not entirely sure. Where is Fallujah? In Iraq. Maybe it's Al Ain. I think it's UAE. Let's do Kabul. Let's do Astana and Almaty. Kazakhstan. I think October maybe. We got Tashkent. We got Bishkek. Is it like that, Dushanbe? I think Samarkand is it Uzbekistan? Let's keep moving to Pakistan. Karachi and Islamabad, Lahore. I think Hyderabad. Is that the one that? Yeah, it's in India and maybe Pakistan as well. Let's find out. It's good to learn while doing this. Pakistan, Hyderabad. Yeah. We can move swiftly to. I don't think we can get any country. So let's do Kathmandu first and Thimphu, like that, yeah. So I would say like India and China is where I could improve a lot, particularly if I want to improve my number of inhabitants. I'm probably gonna miss some like 5 million, maybe even 10 million cities. But yeah, let's dive into India. So we got Delhi and New Delhi. Hyderabad we got Chennai, Kolkata, and Mumbai, Agra, and Goa, and Jaipur. I want to say Ahmedabad. Yes. And I'm struggling already. Bengaluru. Bangalore. No? Something like that, can't remember. Let's do Sri Lanka. So I hope they take Kotte. Yes, I think it has a very long official name. Colombo. I should definitely know something more. I'm struggling. I think Darjeeling. Let's go Dhaka, Bangladesh. There's something else on C, I think, but I can't remember. Probably a very big city. Let's do Mandalay. And didn't I withdraw? Oops. Yeah, got it. The new capital. And the old one was Rangoon or Jangoon. To Vientiane. And this I struggle to spell sometimes. Is it Phnom Penh? Phnom Penh? Yes. Let's do Hanoi. Is it Ho Chi Minh City? I want to say there's a place called Hua. And Da Nang, maybe? Yeah. Thailand, we got Bangkok and Chiang Mai, Pattaya, and Phuket, Krabi, I think. And there's some islands. Samui, Kotao, maybe Koh-Lanta, Koh-Phangan, Koh-Phangan, one last try. Koh-Phangan. Let's forget it. Let's do Singapore, and then we got Kuala Lumpur, I think Penang. No? Georgetown apparently is. Would that be Penang? Not sure. I think one place is called Malacca. That's stop. Indonesia, a very big country, but I don't know many cities there. Jakarta, obviously a huge one. I want to say Suyapura, something like that. Surabaya, maybe? Yes. I think there's something on B, but can't remember. Let's do Dili, the East Timor capital. In Borneo, do you have something here I should know? We've got Brunei with a tough capital. Bandar Seri. That one, maybe? Yes, wow, first try. I always struggle with that one. And here we already taken a couple. Oh, we got Goa, Philippines. Let's do Taiwan first. So we got Taipei and I think New Taipei. So I've been to the Philippines twice, so probably overall spent over a month there, so I will know some smaller places as well. But let's start with Manila. Let's put Quezon City. Let's put Davao and Zamboanga. Cagayan. The Oro. Peru. I think Iloilo is a place. On this island here, I want to say Puerta Princesa. Yes, on Palawan. And there's a kind of a touristy place called El Nido. We also have Batangas, Legazpi, and I think Sorsogon. Like Bilaran. And the small island I went to is Sikihor. Yeah, I think Angeles is a place. Subic. And Clark. Yeah, I think that's a stop. Maybe Lao. Yes. Yeah, let's move on. Let's do Japan. Should probably know more places here as well, but got a few at least. Osaka, Kyoto, Kobe, Sapporo, and Yokohama, Nagano, Hiroshima, Fukuoka, Fukushima, we got Nagasaki. And it's getting tougher. I think there's a place called Kawasaki. And I think Miyazaki is a place. I want to pretend that that's named after the director. Probably isn't, but one can hope. I don't know any other place. Struggling. Let's do North and South Korea. Let's do Pyongyang. What was the Winter Olympics in South Korea? It was something similar, like Pyeongchang. Oh, I think that was it. Then we of course got Seoul, Busan, Suwon, Incheon. I would say Daegu, Jeju on the island. Also, I think Okinawa, maybe. I think that got counted, yeah. We're missing something in South Korea? Probably. But let's move over to China. So I'm definitely gonna miss some big ones here. Beijing, Nanjing, Harbin, Dalian, Nanjing, I think. Maybe in Nanning. Let's do Hong Kong. Hong Kong. Did I already take it? Yeah. Macau and Shanghai. Let's do Lhasa in Tibet. I think Urumqi. Peking. Guangzhou. Shenzhen. Wuhan. And what else do we have? Is there one called like Him? No. No. Yeah, struggling a bit. We got Ian. Yeah, definitely should get a couple more, but I'm struggling. Chengdu. Yeah, I think I'll have to leave it there. No. Let's move down to Oceania now. So, Port Moresby. Let's do Australia. So we got Sydney, Canberra, Perth, Brisbane, Melbourne, Adelaide. And I want to say Newcastle. No. Pretty sure there's a place called Newcastle, but maybe it's part of another city or something. We got Darwin. And I think Cairns. Hobart, Tasmania, and Alice Springs right in the middle. And then there's, I think there's one with like a native name, but I can't remember. And there's also like Sunshine Coast. I think maybe Gold Coast. And there are a few more places around there, but I cannot recall. Let's do New Zealand. So not very surprising, I missed a lot of big cities in India and China, which I kind of knew beforehand that I would. There are some other noticeable things I forgot as well. So in the UK, we completely forgot about Birmingham, the second biggest city in England. And the city I was thinking about here in Mexico was Tijuana, just couldn't come up with it. Down here in Brazil, we got Curitiba, Recife, I probably could have remembered. And yeah, other than that, there were a couple of countries I just completely forgot to go to. So we got Eritrea and Djibouti in the same part of Africa. I just missed those countries. And we got Syria and Turkmenistan. I completely forgot. Same with Malta. Yamoussoukro, I just couldn't spell correctly. But other than that, it was mainly, in terms of capitals, it was Pacific Islands and the Caribbean Islands, which I simply just don't know. And in terms of big cities, I think I tried to spell Bengaluru, but must have made a mistake. And outside of that, there will be a lot of China and India. No surprise there. And yeah, if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I appreciate if you leave a like and subscribe if you want to see similar content. All of the content won't be this long, this monotone, I guess. A lot of more action-packed GeoGuessr stuff, so definitely subscribe if you're interested. I also got a Cetera completed playlist you can watch through if you like this type of geography quizzes, where I try to get 100% on every single Cetera quiz on GeoGuessr. So yeah, I leave it there, and thank you for watching. And leave a comment if you have a city you think I should have gotten that I completely missed.